vegans are meant to be the food for the carnivores. That's what it is. They have to be fed berries and nuts.
Well, it's all right because you'll just be able to take some skin cells and grow yourself a human with this new technology. Just eat it because it won't be legal.
I've got to be careful going too far into this. We'll end up in transhumanism, and that's where it all gets a bit shady. Because I can't wait for nanotechnology and things. No. The idea can but think about the possibilities. Until
somebody hacks your brain and you kill a baby.
Yeah, well, do you know that could happen?
That will happen.
But also, nanobots could be used to go in and kill cancer. They don't have to be intelligent to control your brain.
Maybe we need to look at how we could help cancer by potentially living better lives.
Yes, but also the thing with nanobots, I think everyone's gone about 300 years too far.
Yeah.
They're not going to be very intelligent. They're going to be able to do one job. Because we're talking about something like smaller than the follicle of a human hair. They will have one job, one program. So what if that is to clean the plaque out of the brains of people with Alzheimer's? What if it is to repair spines on a level that we can't because we're human with big human tools? You know, what if it is to remove cancers?
I just think it's going to be like Elysium. I just think it'll be like really rich people getting all the great stuff and really poor people.
Oh, but it will. Eventually, medical technology will come out, but it will never make anyone live forever.
But wouldn't it be better if we just screwed that and got back to being healthy and accepting that we're going to die?
Yeah, but wouldn't it be nice to live in a world, to be fair, and I've made my health choices a long time ago, where it would just be, do you know what, we can't conquer death yet.
No, nor should we wish to.
But you know what, if you're gonna drop off anyway, around 1890 when shit just goes completely south,
a bit of euthanasia.
Why suffer before then? Why so? Because pancreatic cancer.
Terrible.
I mean, we talk about other cancers more.
17% increase.
I knew someone that died of lung cancer. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't nice. No. But I saw someone die of pancreatic cancer.
Painful.
I would take the lung cancer. I'd rather not have to choose, but I'd take a brain tumour over it.
I would take euthanasia.
Yeah, well, we're not allowed, are we?
I believe that should be here. I find that assisted suicide and euthanasia should be here.
But a lot of people have the same problem with nanobots. Have a problem with euthanasia, saying it'll be abused. I'm a huge believer that when my dogs get to a certain age and can't cope,
straight, put them down.
I can take them to the vet, break my heart, cry like a baby, but I've done the right thing.
Right.
Now, it doesn't mean I want to go and take Grandad to the knacker's yard, but it does mean that
why are you taking me to the vet?
Yes.
Just, Dad.
You're just going to go to sleep.
That's right.
There you go.
I'm just going to leave you in the room with him.
Can you put the cannula in him while I'm at the front? I don't like to watch the injection. But how can a grown adult not have the choice to say, do you know what, I've had enough?
Oh, I agree.
Enough pain or enough depression. Because when people said, well, you can't allow it for depression, well, great, they'll go and throw themselves in front of a train.
Well, my dad killed himself, and I wish he could have done it in a way that wasn't what I had to cut down.
Horrible. And doesn't affect others in the same way.
Yeah.
Because a lot of suicides now, we're seeing more and more people live streaming them.
Yeah, well, I think that's about a desperate want to be connected and to feel.
But it's hard. I saw
alone.
One guy did one, knowing his mother was watching, and he blew his head apart.
I know, my kids told me about that. He put it on TikTok, didn't he?
Yeah, and you know, these people are mentally unwell at this time.
Well, I think as well it's that rebellion as well as desperateness.
Yeah, but the fact is, wouldn't it be much better?
Yeah,
if they could do it without hurting anybody else. It would be better
if we could just make sure that our society knew how to heal.
But there will always be people that have had enough.
Yeah, but not compared to So
no, it's an epidemic.
Like if you look at, there's a religious community down south, and there's a few other communities that tend to be very spiritual based. They just don't have suicides. And it's not just because of the undercurrent of morality regarding the fact that they think it's a sin. It's because of that.
So
we have everything we need. What's really problematic is we're becoming more individualistic. If you look at the way that children are reacting to this lockdown, you have some who are being highly traumatized and some who are getting health anxiety, OCD and all of those. But let's take teens who have maybe just been off school and stayed in. They've got so used to being on headsets, the individualism of it just doesn't feel too detached from what they used to. That's problematic because that's really bad for them. But we've almost orchestrated a society that thinks that it's good for them. And now they're bringing out reports that say things like gaming, which I am completely pro. I think gaming's brilliant. I think headsets are an amazing youth club that you can just have on, and I think whatever you need.
It's been a lifesaver during lockdown.
Absolutely. But it's not good enough compared to having an experience with a human being.
I don't know about most kids. I know